Hi everyone, my name is Adila Mufidzara. I'm 20 years old and I'm a second semester student majoring in Islamic Religious Education at Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Tarbiyah Madani, Yogyakarta. My student ID number is 251 371 437. First answer. In my opinion, the teaching method that makes online English learning effective is an interactive and non-monotonous method, such as discussions, Q&A, speaking practice, and the use of engaging media like videos or educational games. With these methods, students become more active, understand the material more easily, and are more motivated to learn. Second answer, in my opinion, the biggest challenge of learning online is when our device signal has problem. Also, when speaking English is still not very fluent yet. Third answer, the strategy I use to improve my English skills during online learning is by studying regularly every day, utilizing digital media such as videos and learning apps, and getting used to listening to English through movies. In addition, I am also active during online classes, taking notes of new vocabulary and practicing speaking and writing so that my English skills continue to improve. Fourth answer, my suggestion is before English class start, the lecturer should make sure the device used for Zoom is ready for learning, so it wouldn't disrupt online teaching and learning activities. Fifth answer, the most memorable experience for me was when the lecturer asked us to make a daily vlog. That was really interesting and fun.
Hello everyone, my name is Afifah Dewi Kumalasari. I am 21 years old. I am a second semester student at Stit Madani Yogyakarta with student ID number 251 371 414. I have been taking online English classes for 2 semesters. First, I think the most effective approach is interactive, media-based, and practical learning. This involves watching YouTube videos paired with live Q&A, doing presentations to practice speaking skills, and reviewing material documents while answering questions and making our own examples. Second, the biggest challenge for me is definitely technical problems like an unstable internet connection. It often makes the lecturer's voice break up or sound unclear, which makes the material harder to understand. Third, my strategy involves utilizing technology for independent learning, such as using Duolingo and watching English movies or cartoons to improve my skills. I also like to practice my speaking by joining timed public speaking challenges on TikTok. Fourth, I suggest that lecturers provide the learning materials before class so we can prepare beforehand. It would also be great to have short quizzes periodically so the lecturer can check whether students actually understand the lesson or not. 5. The most impactful experience for me was having a dedicated space to practice speaking in class. Miss Dian was always gentle, supportive, patient, encouraging, and approachable. This kind of environment really helped me overcome my nervousness and made me much more confident in my English skills.
Hello everyone, I'm a second semester student. My name is Atifa Raihana with student ID number 251371408 and I'm 19 years old from the Islamic Religious Education Study Program. In my view, the most effective teaching methods include interactive exercises, question and answer session, and group discussions. Online quizzes are also very helpful as they make the material easier to understand and prevent lessons from becoming monotonous. 2. The primary challenge is the stability of the internet connection, which often fluctuates or disconnects unexpectedly, particularly during and after heavy rainfall. Furthermore, there is limited opportunity for face-to-face interaction or speaking practice with instructors and peers, along with the difficulty of maintaining focus and self-discipline when learning without direct supervision. 3. I make an effort to finish all assignment, tests, and exercises, watch videos, or listen to additional English materials, and even record myself speaking English. I also write down new vocabulary and try to use it in simple conversations or daily writing. 4. It would help if the teacher presents the material using simple language and does not speak too fast. Providers record lessons so they can be watched again and give students more opportunities to speak and practice. In addition, regular feedback should be given so students know which areas they need to improve. 5. When given the task of creating a video, whether a vlog or any other kind, and speaking directly in my own voice, my space was disorganized at the beginning. Gradually, however, I improved and was able to express myself more coherently and use better structure.
Hello, my name is Cindy Mesha Putri. I am 19 years old and I am a student in the Islamic Education Study Program. My student identification number is 251371410. I think online English learning is more effective when the lecturer use simple explanations, videos, quizzes, and group discussion. These activities make the class more interesting and help students understand the lesson better. The biggest challenge for me are an unstable internet connection, staying focused, and speaking English confidently during online classes. I watch English videos, learn new words every day, and practice speaking with my friend. I also use Google Translate or a dictionary when I do not understand new words. I hope the lecturer gives more speaking practice, fun activities, and clear explanation. It will help students enjoy learning English and become more confident. One good experience was giving an online presentation in English. At first, I was nervous, but after I finished, I felt more confident. I have to improve my speaking skills. Thank you.
Hello everyone, My name is Fakihatunisa. My student number is 251.371.402. I am female and I am 19 years old. I am from the Islamic Religious Education Study Program or PII at College of Islamic Education Madani Yogyakarta, also known as Stigma. I am currently in the second semester. I have participated in online English classes for 1 to 2 semesters. Now, I would like to answer the 5 questions about online English learning. For the first question, in my opinion, online English learning can be effective when the lecturer uses interactive teaching methods, for example, discussion, question and answer session, presentation, and giving examples related to daily life can make students understand the material better. For the second question, the biggest challenges I face in online English classes are internet not connection problems, limited interaction, and sometimes difficulty in maintaining concentration. When the internet connection is unstable, I cannot follow the lesson properly, and sometimes miss important explanations from the lecture. Besides that, online learning requires more self-discipline because students have to manage their own time. Sometimes studying from home also creates distraction, so I need to try harder to stay focused during the learning process. For the third question, the strategies I use are practicing regularly, reviewing the materials after class, and using additional learning resources. I try to read English articles, watch English videos, and learn new vocabulary. To improve my understanding, I also try to participate in discussion and practice making sentences in English. For me, improving English skills need consistency, so I try to learn little by little instead of studying only when there is an assignment. For the fourth question, my suggestion for lectures is to make online classes more interactive and interesting. Lectures can use various learning activities such as discussion, games, or group activities, so students do not feel bored during the class. I also hope lectures can give clear instruction for assessments and provide feedback on student work. Feedback is important because students can know their mistakes and improve their English skills. For the last question, one experience that influenced my online English learning was when I had to study independently during online classes. At first, it was difficult because I was not used to learning without direct interaction with the lecture. However, this experience taught me to become more responsible and manage my study time. I learned to find additional materials, practice by myself and become more confident in learning English. From this experience, I realized that online learning can be useful if students are willing to be active and independent. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention.
I want to introduce myself. My name is Rahani Prastanisi. My student number is 250, 371, and 441. I'm in a Islamic education, Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Tarbiyah Yogyakarta College. And here, I want to give my answer about a reflection on English learning. And the first question is asking how my opinion, what teaching methods make online English learning effective. In my view, online English learning becomes effective when lectures allow students to express their ideas directly in English without constantly translating discussions into another language along the way. The reason for this is quite simple. When a person is learning a language and is at the same time automatically translating everything in their heart, the brain has to work much harder, and that extra effort makes learning feel laborious rather than natural. Under these conditions, the language tends to fade away just as quickly as it was learned, because the brain never truly engages with the meaning of the words themselves. Nor with how those words are actually used in everyday life. Real fluency, I believe, comes from thinking directly in the target language, not from constantly converting it back and forth. And question number 2 is, what are the biggest challenges you face in online English classes? The greatest challenges I encounter in online English classes arise when the sessions become too monotonous, when only one person is speaking for an extended stretch of time. A further difficulty appears when I do not fully understand something, and the lecturer does not explain it in a way that is simple enough for me to grasp straight away. In those moments, the lesson can feel quite distant, and it becomes harder to stay engaged. And the question number 3 is, what strategies do you use to improve your English skills during online learning? My approach is built around listening and shadowing. I listen carefully to how something is said, and then I shadow it, practicing the same intonation, rhythm, and a manner of speech that a native speaker would use. Alongside this, I write notes in English, paying close attention to paying close attention to particular words and how they are used in a real everyday context. From there, I try to actually use those words in practice, so that they become something I can engage with naturally rather than simply memorize. What suggestions would you give to lecturers to improve online English learning? This is the question of number 4. And for my opinion, I believe language learning should be more enjoyable through activities such as role-playing, for instance. Beyond that, I would suggest building lessons around the same method I rely on myself. Listening to native speakers, sharing what is heard, and then practicing aloud in that same natural tone, so that students absorb the rhythm of the language rather than merely its rules. And question number 5 is, please share an experience that significantly influenced your online English learning. To be honest, I can't point to one single moment that shaped my relationship with English. Rather, it was something I grew up surrounded by. My family comes from a wonderfully mixed background. My grandfather spoke 3 or 4 languages, including German, Japanese, English, and Dutch, while my aunt spoke both Arabic and English. My parents, meanwhile, were usually occupied with work. So much of my early exposure to language came through the time I spent with my grandfather and my aunt. My aunt would speak to me in English even for the smallest things, simple requests, casual remarks, and my grandfather would move between several languages quite naturally whenever we sat together. At first, I genuinely could not follow what he was saying, but over time, listening to him sparked my curiosity. And I began asking questions about the way my aunt spoke English. My grandfather would explain things to me in a manner I could easily understand, and tellingly, he never translated into Bahasa. Instead, he would simply explain the language using more of that same language. He once taught me something I have carried with me ever since. When learning a language, never worry about grammatical mistakes. Focus instead on speaking with confidence and pronouncing words as best as you are able. If the pronunciation does not come out right, try again and again and again. Once the pronunciation is mastered, he said, grammar tends to follow naturally. In a much the same way it does in one's own mother tongue. I took that advice to heart, and over the years, as I met people from many different countries, I noticed that they rarely corrected my grammar at all, because I spoke with confidence and the person I was speaking with could understand exactly what I meant. It felt in those moments as though I had stepped into another world entirely, discovering something new each time. He also taught me something equally important. When learning a new language, try to think in that language itself, never in Bahasa or in your mother tongue. The reason this matters so much is that when we learn something new but keep translating it back into our first language, the brain tends to treat that translation steps as a kind of a warning sign, a barrier, and as a result, we never quite allow ourselves to think or truly understand within the new language at all.
Hello everyone, my name is Nurul Makfiroh. I am student ID number is 251371419. I am 22 years old and I am a student in the Islamic Education Study Program at STIT Madani Yogyakarta. Methods are the most effective. Group discussions, speaking practice, quizzes, and real-life examples help students understand the lessons better and stay motivated. I think the biggest challenge depends on each individual. For me, The biggest challenge is overcoming laziness and managing my time to complete assignments while balancing other responsibilities. Another minor challenge is that the internet connection is sometimes unstable. I usually improve my English skills by using fun learning applications like Duolingo. And I also memorize new vocabulary every day by setting a daily target. These habits help me stay motivated and gradually improve my English. I think interaction with students could be more intensive. For example, if no one volunteers to answer a question or participate, the lecturer could randomly choose a student. Usually, students are not unwilling to participate. They just lack confidence. This approach could encourage them to be more active and build their confidence in using English. One of the most meaningful experiences during my online English learning was becoming more confident. I know that my English skills are still far below many of my classmates, but I always tell myself that even if my grades are not the highest, my courage and self-confidence should be. Throughout this course, I became braver to speak and participate in class. Lastly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Miss Dian for sharing valuable knowledge and creating such a meaningful and enjoyable learning experience.
My name is Ruqayyah. I'm 19 years old. My student ID number is 251371447. I'm currently in my second semester and I study in Stigma Madani, Yogyakarta. First, I believe online English learning is effective when lecturers use videos, group discussion, and simple exercises. It is also helpful when lessons are interesting and students are encouraged to ask questions. Second, sometimes I find it's difficult to understand the material because communication is limited. I also get distracted easily when studying from home. Third, sometimes I find it's difficult to understand the material because communication is limited. I also get distracted easily when studying from home. Fourth, I hope lectures can make the class more interactive, reduce long lectures, and include more speaking activities. Giving recorded lesson would also help students review the material. Fifth, one experience that influenced me was working on a group project in English. Even though it was challenging, discussing ideas with my classmates helped me improve my communication skills and become more confident.
Hello, my name is Siti Nur Azizah. My student ID number is 251 1371445. I'm 19 years old. I'm female. I'm a second semester student in TIT Madani Yogyakarta Islamic Education Study Program or PAI. I have participated in online English classes for 1 to 2 semester. Thank you. In my opinion, online English learning become more effective when later as interactive methods such as discussion, presentation, videos, and quizzes. These activities help students stay engaged and make learning more enjoyable. One of the biggest challenge I face is maintaining focus during online classes. Sometimes internet connection problem also affects the learning process. In addition, I feel that speaking practice is more limited compared to face-to-face classes. 3. I usually improve my English by watching English movies and videos, listening to English songs, learning new vocabulary, and practicing English through social media and online application. 4. I suggest that lecture make classes more interactive and provide more opportunities for students to practice speaking. I think interacting learning media and giving feedback regularly and also help students improve their English skills. 5. One expression that significantly influenced my online English learning was participating in online presentation. At first, I felt nervous and lacked confidence, but after several presentations, I became more comfortable speaking English and expressing my ideas in front of others.
Hello everyone, I'm Yasra Hanifatul Mutmainah with student ID number 251.371.413. I am a second semester student from the Islamic Education Study Program. Since this is my first time, I cannot tell which method the best. I'm just following the course flow. However, I believe online learning must be combined with daily practice so we can get used to speaking. I face 3 main challenges: struggling with reading and pronunciation, lacking a sportive environment to practice daily conversation, and having a limited vocabulary due to low motivation. To overcome my low motivation and pronunciation issues, I regularly watch English movie clips with subtitles. This helps me learn the correct pronunciation and slowly expand my vocabulary. I suggest lecturers teach us how to pronounce English words correctly more often. When reading is too difficult, it makes us less motivated to learn. Being required to speak English at the start of every lesson forced me to find the correct pronunciation. This routine gradually boosted my confidence and sparked my interest in speaking.
My name is Zainab. I'm from PAI Stigma Yogyakarta. My number is 251 371 444. To be honest, I don't know much since this is my first time learning English online, so I can really say which method is more effective or better. I'm simply following and trying to grasp the flow of this online course. However, I do think that learning English needs to be accompanied by daily practice so that we get used to speaking the language. My biggest challenges are threefold. First, I struggle significantly with reading and pronunciation because the spoken form differs vastly from the written form, which I find confusing. Second, I lack a supportive environment for practicing conversational English in my daily life. Yet, frequent practice in everyday situation is the most effective way to achieve fluency. Finally, I have limited vocabulary. While I shall be memorizing more words independently, I lack the motivation to do so due to the absence of a supportive environment. Since I lack the motivation to memorize vocabulary and struggle with English pronunciation, I often watch movie clips in English with subtitles. This helps me learn the correct pronunciation and little by little expands my English vocabulary. It would be helpful if you could frequently share the rules and guidelines for correct English pronunciation. After all, difficulty with reading English can become a barrier to staying motivated in learning the language. We have become more confident speaking English because we are often required to speak it at the start of every lesson. This forced me to figure out the correct pronunciation, which gradually sparked my interest in practicing my English speaking skills.